welcome. Welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday. It is 7 p.m. You are watching Digging Deeper. We're on every Tuesday at 7. I'm your host, Tazeen Ayub, and today is such an exciting episode because we finally have a culinary artist. We have so many different types of artists that come on the show, and we finally have a culinary artist, so I'm really excited about that. So with me, we've got the amazing, the wonderful, the lovely Adela Bejo.
Hi!
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And
appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're here. Hello to everyone who's on.
Hi, guys.
Adela is the owner of Hip Hop Bake Shop. Can you do like a t-shirt?
Yeah. If you need any merchandise, hit me up. Got you.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Adela. If you guys don't know me, I go by Rhymes and Pies on Instagram or Hip Hop Bake Shop. Mm-hmm. I am originally from Albania, so I was not born here.
Nice.
Born and raised there. Came in the country when I was 12. So a lot of culture differences.
Yeah.
I'd say that's how I got started with music. Because when I moved here, I didn't know the language at all. Not even hi or bye.
I mean, 12 years old is like...
nothing. And I started listening to hip-hop when I was 12.
Wow.
We had, I'll never forget, one of my best friend's brother used to drive us to middle school.
Yeah. Every
single morning. And in 2001, Dr. Dre album had come out. I didn't know anything about anything, but he was playing that every single morning. And ever since then, I got hooked. And I started learning more and more. Which, that's why at this point I can't even speak English because I only know how to speak a music language.
So did you have?
So I've been.
Did you have the lyrics all memorized?
Because you were listening. And it's funny because when I hit like 17, 18, so about 4 or 5 years in the country, I actually knew what those lyrics meant. And I'm like, oh shit, this is what? It's totally rapping about something different, but. Yeah, it's been been here for about 19 years.
Wow. Hold on, let me turn this on.
It's been a journey for sure.
19 years you've been here. And so 12 years old, and then so when you came here at 12, was English something completely new to you?
Yeah. I was learning French back home when I was in elementary.
French, okay.
And then our, back in the 90s, the television shows used to be in Italian because we're so close to Italy with subtitles in Albanian. So we knew Italian and then French at school. Yeah. And then I came here, learned English, and then I just forgot about everything else.
Dang.
But we still speak Albanian at home, so definitely we'll keep that. Mm-hmm. And then you just, some days you don't know English or Albanian, so it was a good meme I posted the other day.
That is what happens.
No lingual at all.
That's what I posted on Facebook. It was a meme that said bilingual means B-Y-E lingual because you forget all the words in all the languages. Did you struggle with learning English?
Yes. I went to, when I was in school, I hung out with a lot of Albanians. Mm-hmm. So I was still speaking Albanian. Mm. I was kind of learning from them, but outside of school, I spoke Albanian at home and with my friends. It took about 3-4 years. Wow. I mean, to this day, I still can't speak English always. I mean, it's a good cop-out.
You are doing fine.
Every time I mess up something, I just always say...
You're like, well, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, it's the second language. 19 years still don't count.
Yeah, I mean, you get away with it then, which is fine. No,
but yeah, it's been, it's definitely been a good journey, but music has been like that, my first profound, before food came along. Really? I got hooked on music at a very young age. And
so what was it about hip-hop and what was it about Dr. Dre's album that came out that made you feel so connected to it?
I was actually about to get a Dr. Dre tattoo on my sleeve, but I got stopped. It's just, as like learning the language too, I just realized how not only the beats, it's just the message that it was sending, and learning about the hip hop culture, and it was different from our culture. Even though back home, I have an older sister.
Yeah.
Back home, she used to play, Tupac and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like in the background. So they were still playing that internationally, but I just always, the language that it spoke.
Right.
And it attracted so many people from different cultures. Right. Don't get me wrong, I listen to a lot of other stuff, but nothing has really stayed with me as much as hip hop, because it's a storytelling and it's real life events. And even to this day, yes, it has changed over the years, but they don't play that good hip hop on the radio because it actually tells a story how people have been struggling and how the government is all, and it's all true. Right. They just play the crap now because that's what sells, but
they don't want that story to be
told. And that's why they view it as hip hop brings violence and brings this, and it doesn't. It just brings awareness, but they don't want you to
have that awareness,
to put that out there when you're, just like any of these rappers like Talib Kweli and that whole scene of people that rap about what really is. What's the other guy's name? I can't forget. They're mostly like independent artists, and they don't ever make it. That's what I love about it, because I can't think of any other genre of music that does that. So that has really touched me.
Because it speaks to the struggle of the people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And besides that, jazz. I love jazz, and that just puts you in a different mood.
It does. It takes you somewhere else. Do you relate to hip hop culture? Is there a song that you feel speaks to your personal struggles?
I can't think of one right now, but just I'd say as a whole, just coming from, a different country and experiencing certain things as an immigrant and somebody that doesn't speak the language or have the same religion or background, some of the things have, I could say I've been familiar with, but not nearly as much as, others have been affected. It just, to this day, it's what cures my anxiety. It's what puts me deep into my cooking. And so that's why I want to bring that out, hopefully in a brick and mortar soon, and kind of share that with people.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about Hip Hop Bake Shop?
So yes, I started, let's see where I started. I started this about a year ago. Before that, I switched careers, maybe 2015. I switched careers. I was doing the whole 9-to-5 spiel with a degree, wasn't working out. And I up and moved to Chicago. I stayed there for a year, and that's where I learned basically how to crimp a pie and everything in between. Only in that 1 year. I came back here, was working at Grey Ghost as their pastry chef. Exactly where I wanted to do. I found my passion. Thank God. After 28 years, I found my passion.
And Grey Ghost was a really nice spot to be at.
Yes, and I was so happy to be a part of. They had just started, and we worked long hours with the team. Like, we really built that. So I got really good experience there. And then
the pastries there, by the way, were
they still are, because I have gone back. They still are, but it was just such a good crew, and it felt so nice to be back home and still doing what I love. But since I have commitment issues, I stayed there for a year, and I was like, oh, it's not working. I wanted to try something different. So back to brainstorming, and I remember we used to, when we worked brunch on Sundays at Grey Ghost, I used to go out to after brunch with these two guys. Shout out to Justin. He's like a huge hip hop head. I don't even know half of these artists, and he's a huge hip hop head. And we went to Flowers of Vietnam before it got renovated. We would just go there, grab a drink and some food, and we just you're talking what do you want to do? What's the plan? And I'm like, oh my God, what is the plan? And you just talk about what you want to do. And he's like, well, with hip hop, he's the one that came up with the name. I'm like, I gotta jot this down just in case it works
all
out
these ideas coming to you in that moment.
And ever since then, I wrote down the name and kind of explaining them where I see myself going. Right. And then that's what I do. I just have a little light bulb. I'm like, okay, on to the next. I give myself a deadline and move on.
And then just do it.
So created Hip Hop Bake Shop in August of 2017. Yeah. Didn't really take it much serious because I was still in the learning process until 2018 early. Then I started getting, more exposure, doing pop-ups. Right. So the whole idea is to create a community hub for artists and, of course, baking because I need food wherever I go.
You have to have food.
To have a spot to hang out and people can come through from different, from we can do ciphers there and I want a building that has that just a culture. Space of and what I envision in one, food and music in one.
Well, it's interesting because one of the things you said, and I'll get to your question in a second, one of the things that you said was how hip-hop culture and how music in general brings so many different types of people together through that cultural experience, through the beats, through the music, and how food does the same thing. Will bring all different types of people together.
And those are music and food to me matter the most because there's no language. You don't have to speak the same language. Right. And I've been so lucky growing up here with different cultures. Right. From all religions. I mean, there's a group of my close girlfriends. There's about 8-9 of us, and everybody's from a different country. And we call each other United Nations because we're all from different countries. Yeah. And how none of us were, you don't have to speak the same language or believe in the same or have the same religion. It bonds us. Like music is what bonds people together. How we met. Yeah. And how it was just from that, and food does the same. And I want to have, those are the only two important things that really matter to me. And I want to put that into one space.
That's beautiful.
And also, wherever you go, nobody plays hip hop. When I was out in LA, I went to a really nice restaurant. What was it called? Wow, I'm just losing everything now. But it was a really nice dinner place, and they were just playing Illmatic the whole time through. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to walk in a place, grab coffee and sweets, sit there with my laptop, and I want Illmatic to play. Yeah. Or by the
because what do people play? If you go to cafes and stuff,
because
that's not
they're
what they're
trying
playing.
To be,
It's mostly like indie.
They're trying to kind of cater to all ages and be appropriate, but not over here.
Hip-hop bake shop.
Yeah, not over here.
The real deal.
Might have to.
Dang. I love that you say that it doesn't have a language because music in general has a feeling to it. Like the sound itself has a feeling that's attached to it.
You know more about music because I'm not a musician, but
you're a lover of music. But I mean, like the fact that you could be singing or you could be listening to something and you're not sure what the words mean, but it still resonates within you because the beats mean something to you, or like the feeling or the vibe of the music feels something.
Feel a certain way. Right. People go through, like the other day, I don't ever get anxious, but I have my moments. And when it does that, I just close myself off in a room. I was just playing music. I know some people like to be quiet or go work out. I just put on some music and I got to work, and just that soothed me. And that's what I love about, music in general, but it really has so many healing factors, or at least for me. That's my medicine.
And so does food. Like music and food. So we're talking about like bringing
especially
different people
sweets.
together.
Anything sweet.
Healing people. I mean, unless you really
I
have.
didn't think of that. Yeah.
They both have a healing property. That's so true. Let's see. I wish I could change how people treat immigrants. Tazeen, your battery is low. No, it's not.
How can you see?
I don't know. I don't know. Christina, does it show that it's low? I don't think so. It was charged all the way. Her sweet potato pie is amazing.
Hey, so you guys, for all of you guys that are watching, if you're interested, if you don't see me at a pop-up or at an event, you can also order online. Right now, I have 2 other jobs besides this, so I only do pickup or delivery on the weekend.
Okay.
But it's also, you know, somebody wanted to try something and have ordered through the website, and it's trying to get this more and more where you can order every single day, but to have that time and
it is a lot of time.
Yeah.
To do, because if you're getting jobs,
and it's right now it's just me doing everything. So if you guys get an order, you can cuss me out if you don't get it. It's from the crust to the packaging to the stamping to the delivering part.
The whole thing.
It's me, so it is. That's why I only do it on the weekend because it's been pretty hectic.
Wow. So what is it about baking and cooking that you love so much?
So I didn't really. When I moved to Chicago to pursue cooking, I wasn't necessarily focused on, I want to be a pastry chef.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, I love sweets, but I went there like, I want to work.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the kitchen. I'm like, you put me in a dishwasher, like, I don't care, but I need to, like.
Just want to, like, be in that
So
space.
the first job I went to, they're like, looking at me. I'm like, give me the line, like, give me something. Like, I'm here, like, this is it. And like, well, we got a position for pastry, you know, assistant. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, I'll take it. So I started doing pastries there. And I was like, okay, like, this is cool. Like, I love sweets. So I'm like, this is even better. And then I went to my other job, and they wanted for a pastry. And I was like, okay. And that's when I started learning my old pastry chef that I owe everything to because she's the one that taught me.
Wow.
Like, my mom doesn't know how to make pies.
Wow.
She taught me how to crimp a pie, make the pie dough, make homey stuff, and that's what that's me. Like, I learned that I like more doughy, like rustic breads and all that than fancy plated out dessert. Right. I mean, I want to eat it from other people, but that's not what I enjoy. I like getting deep in there with the flour and.
So what was it about pies?
So after that, because they were making pies there, and she's the one how to, you know, she taught me how to make biscuits and basically everything of that nature. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I started to, I mean, it was so frustrating because I couldn't even crimp a pie. And when she would leave me at the restaurant alone, like, 'cause I'd being charged for the next day when she was off, she's like, you got to make the pie dough. And that's what I brought today so I can show you guys how to crimp a pie. It was my worst nightmare. I would wake up in the morning like, oh my God, I have to go roll pie. Like, this was the hardest thing I could do. Not school, not everything. It was just to make a pie. But she was so patient. And by, like, teaching me that for almost a year, I really got hooked on it. That's what really made me, like, just being around my old pastry chef. But, like, at home, first of all, my mom stopped cooking at home, so I'd have been, she hasn't, but my dad used to be a chef, so I got a lot of, for my dad when I was younger. So when we first moved here, you know, my parents got regular jobs because they can speak English. My dad started working at a restaurant. He started really enjoying it. And my mom was like, oh yeah, he used to cook, you know, back in the day, but like he just stopped because it was more like a woman's role to cook. But when we came to America, it was no men and women, just everybody works and everybody. But he was a chef at a Japanese restaurant for 12 years. So my high school years, I watched him cook a lot, and he cooked at home too. And it was like, I really got my love for cooking with him. And then as I got a little bit older, then we started, like, being in the kitchen together.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, and even now, I love, I mean, right now, because they're getting older, so it gets a little bit more, it's frustrating to me. So I'm like, I can do this. Let me, but yeah, it's been through him.
Wow. So it's in the family. That's amazing because that's this medium of cooking is a means of bringing family members together, to be able to do something like that together and create something together.
It really does. Oh, when I was away to Chicago, and I always cook for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And my parents got so used to me cooking, and they're like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And my mom said, like, it's just nice to not only for you to make the food, but this when we're all together. Like, when we make our birthdays, and I'll be making something, or my dad will be making something, it brings the whole family together.
Right.
When nobody's cooking, everybody's either over here,
somewhere
over
else.
there.
Yeah.
It's not the same. And
that's true. Like, you want to taste what's going on, like what's, tasting the batter, or coming in and just chit-chatting, or like seeing what someone's making. And then the putting the food out brings everyone together too. Like, that whole process does it.
So, my parents, I have tattoos and stuff. They don't. Even I'm 31 years old, and they still cuss me out.
For having tattoos?
Yes, and for getting more. And I'm like, I am...
Show them your arm.
So I have this. Shout out to Chrissy the Butcher, because she did an amazing job. It's a boombox. And then I have my lady knife, which you guys probably have seen because it's on my business cards. And then this is my latest one.
You might have to stand.
Ooh, okay. Let's not too close to this. But yeah, it's a big piece. It's my lady, Erica Badu. But yeah, to this day, so when they cuss me out every time I get a tattoo,
I just tattoo.
Thank you. I always just go in the kitchen. I'm like, let's go. I gotta win you guys somehow, and they just shut up. So it's great.
You're like, I'll cook for you, and then you won't be mad at me.
And then
anymore.
I just break the ice with some food, and we'll just sit on the table. It's like nothing ever happens. I'm like, yes.
Food solves problems. It's healing. It brings people together.
I've met a lot of different people through sharing food and different cultures. Yeah. Especially, like I said, how my crew is from different places. Yeah. We've met a ton of people in between just by bringing a dish or sharing,
That's so true.
So
and then you learn
if
about
I ever
people.
share my playlist with you or food, I really care about you. Like, I don't just, if I share a meme, I like you, but if I share a playlist,
I think I follow you. I follow you on Spotify.
So yes, I have Spotify and Apple.
Okay. And you have playlists, and there you
and
go.
And SoundCloud, and I have all sorts of playlists. But yeah, it's a form of giving. That's my form of giving to others.
A form of giving.
So yeah, if you guys are looking for a new playlist, just follow me or send me a message, and I will. On my website, I have a heavy rotation list, just strictly like hip hop. Yeah. That I need to update, but.
Can you tell them like some of the names of your pies?
Oh, okay. So that's another thing. Shout out to a lot of people right now because every time I make a pie, I'll post it on Facebook, and people need to come up with a name. So I have a key lime pie. I called it Busta Lime. A pecan pie, OP pecan pie. Coconut cream, obviously. Cream from Wu-Tang. I did apple pie, Bonita apple crumb. Angela gave me that name. Nice. So I have another one. We're about to taste, and I'm gonna need your opinion. But yeah, I want to put every pie. I want to have a hip hop name to it that's creative.
What was the first thing? Were the cookies the first thing that you did, or the pie?
The pie first, and then the cookies. Actually, I didn't even think of the cookies. My sister got me the Wu-Tang cookie cutter for Christmas back in 2017, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, no, she's like, you can make cookies. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, holy crap! I'm like, this is really, because like it actually turned out, And then she went and got me a bigger Wu-Tang cutter. I was like, we're about to go ham with this cutter. And then I made like Pop-Tarts, like the big Pop-Tarts.
Dang.
I still
because it comes out the perfect shape.
Yeah, but I was so nervous because I didn't know how, and I don't really make cookies. Like I can make cookies, but it's not. Cookies are so hard to make.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Cookies are so hard to make. I don't know what
you're talking about. Can you just stop right now?
That's why I only stuck with the shortbread cookie, because it is like,
they're delicious.
I can't mess that up.
They have, what do they have? It's like lime or orange or zest.
They have all the, orange, lemon, lime zest.
Yeah.
And a little bit of brown butter. But no, cookies for me, I could make you a 9-course meal. Give me some other cookies. I can't.
I would love for you to make me a 9-course meal. I would love that. Who's down? Let's ticket it. Let's do a ticket it.
Somebody bring me cookies though. If I'm making you food, just bring me all the cookies.
I'm down. So I'm down.
But yeah, my sister got me the cookie cutter, and then it was just game on since then, and it actually become like a huge hit.
Yeah.
And then I haven't changed the flavor because I'm like, because every time I eat them, I'm like, I'm not changing this.
So
So
good.
I do eat my own stuff, by the way. I really do.
If you like your own stuff, I feel like that means it's good.
To.
I'm in it for that too. Cookies. How has it been with like the pop-ups, and how did you feel like once you first started, like how people received what you were doing?
It was nerve-wracking. It was doing the pop-up at the Cut this past summer was probably my first one that was outside in the public. And when I had people come and come back, and I'm like, really? Like now I know because you're friends and family, even though they're honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not honest. Like, you're just saying that because you know me. But to actually be out in public, I'm like, oh, you actually like this? Like, I don't, because you always you're so about your stuff. Like, you don't, I am. Like, I can't make anything. I need to eat mine, like, the next day to really taste it because I'm, like, super judgmental on my stuff.
Your stuff is so good. I remember Christina brought...
And that's it when you came.
Yeah.
That's
where we met. We met actually at your pop-up at Dequinder Cut.
Yes, that's right.
And I was like, my friend Christina loves your stuff, and I'm like her friend, and like I want to taste your stuff. And you had one piece of pie left. I think you have one or two.
Which one did you? I had
the
like
salted
a
caramel.
Pie. Oh yeah, the salted caramel.
And it was gone within a second. We were just like,
that cheesecake has been like my staple. It's
delicious.
Oh, I just thought of a name. I had a blackberry pie this summer called Blackberry Mia G. Shout out to my friends. My friends are the best. Okay, I just send out these like group texts. Like, listen, this is what I made. Come up with a name.
People come up with really good names.
And then they'll give me like a list, and I'm like, no. Like, you know, like I came up with them and spent all that time. But I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Like, that's the one though.
But
someone's asking about the meaning of your tattoo.
So I have a lady here with it's a chef outfit with a knife, of course, that kind of like represents me and all women in the kitchen because we're so rare and we don't really get any recognition. And I've worked in kitchens full of men, and you really do see that you can be as great as the sous chef or the guy that's running the place, but they're still underlooked. So that's a lady with the chef sitting on a knife. Erica Badu, she's been like an inspiration to me, and like I told you when I saw her in concert, I have been to so many shows. I still go to so many shows, hundreds. Nothing has left an impression on me like she did. When I walked out of there, I was with my friend that lives in Chicago, and I told him, I'm like, did you feel something? He's like, and he doesn't really listen to her like that. He's like, I really did. I'm like, just the vibe that she gave off to the whole crowd. Nothing has stayed with me like that. And I'm a huge Nas fan, and I've been to his shows, and I love Nas. Yeah. I haven't even gotten that from Nas, but she's such a huge inspiration to me. And of course, the boombox. And then I have a writing here that says, every day is a gift, not a given right. Words to live by every day. Every day is a gift. So you got to be present and thankful every single morning.
Are you present when you're cooking?
One of my goals this year was to be more present wherever I'm at. But when I am cooking, I like to be alone. I mean, I like being with other people. Yeah. But when I'm in my zone, especially prepping, I'm in like heaven mentally. And I do get into my it just what relaxes me, and I want to be alone. Like, you're not taking this away from me. Like, this is my
but like, it's an enjoyable thing.
It is, and both, and not just baking, cooking too. I like to cook. People don't know I really do cook.
You made
I've cooked
those.
dinners.
What were those
I've
things
cooked
that
dinners
you
before,
made?
but it's...
What were they? The biscuits.
Oh, yeah,
the goat cheese biscuits?
Yeah, the biscuits.
But you'll do any type of
So because especially like when you meet guys and stuff, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I can cook too. I was like, trying to keep this low.
You're like, don't tell anybody.
But I enjoy both.
Yeah.
And that's why, like at my parents and stuff, sometimes it gets like frustrating, or they're like around the kitchen. I'm like, just go away, like let me be.
You want that?
Because you're really taking away my enjoyment right now. I really wanna. But yeah, it's.
I had a conversation with someone the other day about how the effects of what your emotion is while you're cooking will affect the taste of the food.
It does. I had a conversation with a friend of mine like that, and it just when you're having food for somebody that actually enjoys doing it, you can taste it. Yeah. You can honestly taste it, and if it's just like thrown together, you can taste that too. Yeah. Because he said, he's like, it's a good friend of mine. He's like, I really like your cooking. And I was like, it's pretty basic, you know? Yeah. And he's like, no. He's like, I really enjoy your cooking. I'm like, you know what it is? I'm like, it's because I really like what I do. So every food that I'm making, even if I'm tired or busy or in between, I really do take the time to make that 15-minute meal. Yeah. So I'm like, that's why you probably like it, because it's really made with love. Yeah. and it has
love has a flavor. I mean, when you talk about like your mom's coffee that she makes, and how that has like a specific taste when your mom makes it. Like that's
And how everybody loves their grandma's cooking, because it's made with love. So that's
that's so true. Someone said Adela.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Naz.
So here's what we're gonna do. Are you ready to show them stuff in the kitchen? Let's go. So I'm going to log out and log right back in. We're just going to move this little camera station to the kitchen. And you're going to show us how to crimp some pie crust, and we're going to taste some stuff.
I brought some pie dough, so I can just roll some pie dough.
Okay.
And then you can bake pie this week.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to give you a challenge to bake a pie this week.
Oh, crap.
Like, listen, no excuses.
Okay, because you're giving me the pie dough. We're gonna do it together, right? So I can bake it. I can do that.
Yeah, and I brought enough pie dough if you wanna.
And then I'll take a picture and I can send you some. We can do a taste testing.
Yeah, because I like when other people
do it
for it. Yeah.
I mean, you of course you would enjoy other people making stuff for you too.
It's not the same when you make it. It doesn't taste the same.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We'll be right back. I'm going to log off. We'll be back in probably about 2-3 minutes, and we'll be in the kitchen. So we'll be right back.
This is shortbread. So it's super easy to work with.
Okay.
The all butter crust, you really need to like roll it twice, and you can toss it after. But this, you can use it over and over again. So you can...
So this is the dough that
and then any leftover dough, you just bake it into cookies and put it on top of your ice cream.
So this is, what kind of dough is this again?
It's a shortbread dough. So this goes into my sweet potato, key lime, coconut cream. My fruit pies are an all butter crust.
So what's the difference between the two?
All butter crust. So this is pretty like... It's easy to work with. It has that cookie flavor crust, whereas the pie dough, you get that all nice and buttery, flaky. And there's just still some recipes I really like the cookie crust. Yeah. Like, I like the sweet potato on a cookie crust, but everybody has a different preference.
And the crust is the best part, really.
I've had people that just want to order just the cookie crust. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, just because it's like a cookie. Yeah. But maybe because I made it so much, I'm like, it doesn't. So I'm gonna spray this first. It's a 9-inch pan.
Okay.
And then put a little of that.
Okay.
Just tap it. was going to ask you, what is your favorite food?
What is my favorite food?
Yeah.
My favorite food is a South Asian dish called nihari, and it's a goat curry. And it's like a very slow cooked goat curry. The meat is very, very tender, and it's spicy. And you have it with naan. So like
where can I get it here? Do you make it?
My mom makes it. So if you want
Where
some...
does she live? Because I might have to...
So next time I have it, I will invite you over. Because that's my favorite. And you have it with bread. And you squeeze lime over it. And you have it with some fresh ginger.
Oh, I like ginger. Yeah. Anything ginger
and it's delicious. So what questions do you guys have? If you have any questions about baking or this process or any of that, let us know.
Let me know what I should make next, because what should I put next on the menu? We are going almost into spring, so I'm excited to get some fruit pies. I've been craving sour cherry pie.
Ooh.
They're only like frozen, so I thought maybe just get a bag and make one for myself. Sour cherry pie is so good. You get like the little sweetness and tartness from the...
I love tart flavors. That's actually one of my favorite is tart flavors, which is why I love the key lime, because I love that flavor, that tart flavor, and it has that sweetness.
This is a little bit too much, but usually what you can also do that and I kind of roll it till about a 1/4 inch thick.
Okay.
And then leftover, and yeah, you can just eat it, honestly. Like that, it won't. I just had butter, sugar, flour, egg, and vanilla.
It almost tastes like a sugar cookie.
Basically. So there's some, kind of like pairing it with whatever.
So you get an arm workout when you do this?
Yeah. That's how I stay in shape.
Baking.
You guys didn't know. Because you're constantly, like this one's been sitting for a minute, so it's easy to work with, but you're constantly, like I said, you know how much I'm rolling it right now? Mm-hmm. It won't do anything to the dough. It's still going to bake fine because it's not all, we don't want this to be flaky. If it's an all butter crust, you only got to do a little bit of work so the butter stays intact. But this shortbread, you can, like I said, you can re-roll it, reuse it. It is not.
And it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. So what will happen for the butter crust if you over-roll it?
It's going to be tough. So it won't have all those layers. And so after it bakes, it's just going to be, it's going to be tough. So I'll grab this and kind of like, I'd say about... What's that, like 1/2 inch around? I'm not good with kind of like a thumb.
Like an inch almost.
The thumb.
Okay.
And then, so you see how
here.
Maybe just a tad bit
thinner?
Yeah, this is pretty, it's pretty good.
Okay.
So then, booyah, put that on top. Kind of like make sure it sticks to the pan. And then you're kind of going to roll it underneath.
Okay.
I was only taught like 1 or 2 ways, and I'm just stuck with this because it's really easy for me, and it's been working out great. But yeah, this is, so you want to like tuck it in to see how that looks. We're gonna go over it again when this is, so kind of make sure everything is inside here, and then I'll just go kind of like push it in. And you kind of get to feel it, like if it's like thicker here, you kind of move, like that. So it's kind of like flush with the
with the
edge
rim of the, okay.
of that. And then you get to like feel it, like this is a little bit too much, you know? You can go over it underneath and kind of
So you have to actually feel that, like you have to be
and that's
in tune
that's another thing with baking or any pie dough.
Yeah.
No matter how much, like, I can give you the recipe clearly to make the pie dough, but you have to feel it when you're rolling it, when you're crimping it, how it feels in your hand. Wow. And that's what I love doing, because it's really hands-on.
Very hands-on, yeah.
And
same thing with, like, spices sometimes, like, especially with my mom's cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Everything, in Urdu, it's andase. You just by eye, or you just by smell, or by taste. Like, you just, what you think is right, that's what you put in it.
And this is, like, the opposite when it comes to baking, because you have to be precise on the time, but also, like, every oven is different. Everything, you have kind of like the tools to go by, but you have to make sure, like, does it look, you know, you have to pay attention, like, time is an ingredient. That's what I learned.
Wow.
Like, even though I told you to bake this for 15 minutes, it's not going to be done, or if it's getting too dark, like, pull it out. So it's very and then go to the crimping. So you can either leave it like this or do the what's it called, the traditional crimping. Okay. Take the thumb and index and the middle finger, I guess, or the index finger. So kind of like this, and then just push it in. I usually use the middle. I usually use my thumb index, and then the middle finger. Here, you want to try it?
Okay. That.
And then if your hand gets a little like sticky, just dust them with flour.
Yeah?
There we go. You know, I have no idea how...
Okay, guys, it's happening. It's happening. It's... Wait, but why...
So you can go back and refix the
indents there? Okay.
Yeah. Just want to make sure it's like a little bit so you have room. Yep.
Okay.
Just like that.
Oh my gosh, Adela. Are you going to start teaching? Adela's hip-hop bake
I need somebody to teach me, but that's what I've noticed. Maybe, I don't know if it's when you get older, you have less patience. But I'm trying to like teach someone, or maybe it's somebody that I know. I'm like, no, it's not how you do it. Like,
I'm getting nervous right now. No! She's like thinking to herself.
No, I'm fine with people, you know, that I don't see day to day. But if it's like my own sister or like, you know, a best friend, I'm like, it's not how you do it. I'm like, let me just do it.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Yeah, that's the good thing. I always got to remember, like, I was...
Can I show?
Yes.
You're what?
Look at that. She owes you guys a pie this weekend.
Look at that.
That's got to get filled.
Okay.
So on this...
Let's take a comment. My son is asking, can you tell us more of your hip-hop pastry names?
I've only come up with a few, like I was mentioning it. I probably have about 6 or 7 that I'm going to keep reusing, but they honestly, I bought a little map. It's a hip-hop map, and it has all the artists from East Coast to West Coast to South, DJs, everybody that's graffiti artists, all of that community. It's in one map, and it's where I bake out of the house, and then I have it on the wall. So I would go back and read all the names and see, okay, I'm going to make an apple pie. What can I do? Or go through songs. And I listen to a lot of music day in and day out, so I have to
keep up to... I like Busta Lime. I think that's like...
Yeah, but it honestly, it takes a village to come up with a name. Today, I did bring a pie, which I'm going to tell you what's in it, and you got to come up with a name for me.
Okay.
Just don't make it cheesy, though, okay? It's got to
be
cool.
Good name.
It's got to sound a little cool.
Okay, but tell me what I should put in here.
So, we're going to refrigerate this. Okay. Then plastic wrap. Okay. You can put it in the freezer. It stays in the freezer for a solid month. Like, you don't have to worry. Okay. And then after, when you take it out of the freezer, you put it to, you pre-bake it.
Okay.
Beans or sugar actually has worked really well. You get toasted sugar at the end.
Okay.
But I put chickpeas, dried chickpeas, on the plastic. Kind of cover it with chickpeas up until like right here.
Okay.
Because if you just do a little bit, they're all gonna shrink. So you want to do
it
it
straight on this.
Yep, flush. So it's like like it was full.
Okay.
This
Why do you
goes
do that?
well, so it don't shrink. And this is like the same level. It's just think like it was filled with pie filling.
Okay.
You pre-bake this until the crust is golden brown, but not too dark, like where it's still edible. And then you're gonna take those chickpeas or beans out, and then I cover the edges with foil. Okay. And then I put it back in the oven because right now these have been baked, and then the bottom is still a little bit wet. So I put it back in the oven until the bottom gets a nice crust. With it only takes like 7 minutes. Okay. Then you take it out, and then you can put like custard fillings go well with this. Okay. I can give you my key lime pie recipe. You can make your own key lime and meringue. Dang. Can you make meringue?
I don't know what I can make. I'm just looking.
You're about to find out.
I'm about to find out. I'm just listening to you say all this stuff. This is. I mean, that's a lot of work that goes into each pie, though. Timing.
To me, it doesn't.
She's like, it's all easy. The time. It's easy. It's no big deal.
When people ask, I'm like, oh, it only gonna take you 10 minutes. Put it together.
My husband says she's literally so giving.
Thank you. I tried. Yeah, no, it's time consuming because you have to roll, you have to make the pie dough. Yeah. You gotta let the pie dough sit for a day. Yeah. You gotta roll it. You gotta put it back in the fridge. Right. And then you gotta make the filling. And if you're making like sweet potato or pumpkin, you gotta roast the sweet potatoes and make everything from scratch. So it needs like a couple days. That's when people want to order the next day. I'd be like, it takes time. Wow. But yeah, so it's a labor of love. Yeah. Indeed. I feel it. Feel it already?
I feel it already. I feel like it's coming. It's coming. It's here.
But yeah, so it takes a couple days for the pie dough, but it's honestly like, try it. Okay. Be here by yourself. Okay. Put on some music and just really play with this. It's so soothing. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I'm gonna do it.
It's
this
really
weekend.
Soothing.
I'm gonna take some time, morning time.
And you can play with this if you got cookie cutters.
Oh, and just bake them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is ready to go. I will just wrap it in plastic, and then I usually just kind of put it into a disc.
Should we show them the cookies you have?
Yes, so if you want to put this in the fridge.
Okay, and then
when we're done, we can wrap it. Look at her! Great job. See, I need to have more students like you. I'd be more than happy to show them.
Should I take both of these out too?
Yes. So today, I brought a banana cream pie because that's her favorite. I need to make the whipped cream for that. And I also made a little twist, another pie, a banana cream pie, but with a twist. So what I need you guys to help me out with, that one. It's a banana cream pie. It has a peanut butter mousse on top and bacon. So it's like an Elvis, but I can't call it Elvis.
That's crazy.
So if you guys can come up with a name for a banana cream pie, bacon, peanut butter, chocolate.
And look at this. She literally, can I take a piece of this?
Please.
She literally went and got halal bacon, guys.
Yeah, and then is beef bacon halal. So.
Oh my God. Okay. So what are we doing first?
You can try that while I make the whipped cream for these. So this is baked on the shortbread crust that we just made. Okay. This is the banana cream pie. It has a layer of bananas at the bottom and then the custard on top. As you can see, when I made it last night, I put saran wrap on top because the custard, it will create that film. So this kind of like, as soon as it's hot, you put the plastic wrap on top and you can take it out when you need it, and it's nice and smooth.
What is this for? Okay, there. She's got the right tools.
But I do want to make some whipped cream for this.
So she's going to take that stuff out. Look at this. Hold on. Let me... Why don't we do food more often? That's the question.
And as you can see, I already had a couple slices. So when people say I don't eat my own stuff, I sure do.
Can you see? What's that thing YouTubers do?
Oh my god, I've actually, yeah,
So what, you said it's a layer of bananas.
It's a layer of bananas, it's a custard, and then peanut butter mousse on top, bacon, and then shake chocolate.
What? Christina, are you looking at this?
Yeah.
Look. Are you guys seeing this right now? Are you seeing this? The Izzy dance cake. He's so ridiculous. Okay. Whoever
had any New Year resolutions, just stop right now. It's not gonna work out. I'm not gonna give you any motivation, but just have some pie.
Says the one who loves to work out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so fitness is another one of my...
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah. Honestly, if I didn't know how to cook, I'd probably be like a music producer, since I can't sing. But fitness has always crossed my mind.
You're good at it.
I gotta
You're
keep
always...
it.
So this is
just the whipped cream, so heavy cream and a little bit of, I'm gonna eyeball it, because,
okay.
I know what I'm doing, guys, okay? I would put a pinch of salt in there and a little bit of vanilla extract, but I don't have it right now.
I have.
I'm sure you're...
I have it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's,
I have it. Here's this.
Oh, okay. See, just, cause we're only making a little bit, so just a little splash.
And do you want a pinch of the salt? Or regular salt?
Regular. Right. I got this, guys. Don't worry. I'm just kidding.
Let me give you this.
It just kind of breaks that, And, I get a lot of people say, like, they buy the ready whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to make it, honestly. Even if you don't know how to boil water, it's so easy to make it. You just gotta, like, make sure that everything is cold. Yep, just a pinch. Thank you. It won't affect the flavor. Okay, so can I put that on the menu or what?
I gotta taste it.
Oh yeah,
okay.
please. Because you gotta taste the regular one.
Okay.
Too. I'm gonna put this in the back.
Ooh, that peanut butter? Christina, come taste this.
I'm a huge peanut butter fan.
Do you want your own slice? Do you want me to give you your own slice?
I'm a huge peanut butter. This is a community gathering, okay? We got an audience, you guys. She's kind of shy right now. Yeah, I'm like a huge peanut butter person, so if I can put it on my savory, I would.
Izzy, are you gonna come down and have some? Come and then, alright, so Lil Whip. My son's yelling, banana split Tupac.
What? I'm gonna have to write these down, so you're gonna have to record.
Are you coming in? Okay, you want to taste one?
Yep.
This is.
Do you want it with the bacon? Oh my God. Look, what are your hands doing? Why are your hands up? Oh wait, the bacon.
Yeah, honestly, that saltiness from the bacon, it is.
Wow. Okay.
I'm glad I brought it up.
That's a good.
Oh, hi, Christina.
There's some right here. You want me to plate one?
After you
I would never think to put bacon on a pie.
My one of my good friends told me that. He's like, you should try this. I'm like, I was like, let's give it a shot. And then I tried it. I was like,
That like crunchy saltiness is really good.
It's honestly the people that I surround myself with that give me all these ideas. They just tell me what they want, and then I have to like make it happen.
Oh my goodness.
But it's their ideas. I'm just their beginning.
This is so good. Guys,
This would be a lot easier if I had a KitchenAid mixer, but don't be discouraged. It's coming together. Just whipped cream.
it's her arm workout. You want a slice?
Yeah.
So now, I know you like banana cream pie. Do you want to go back to a regular banana cream pie? Because you got a whole regular
Oh my God.
over here.
What's happening?
I think I just opened up a new can of worms with this. Great.
Also, like, just how beautiful are these? Look at
Yeah.
this. He doesn't even want me to show it.
This is
Kamal said Tazeen is so into this. Brother, you would be very into this too if you were here and you got a chance to taste these pies. So for those who are just joining, Adela is the owner of Hip Hop Bake Shop, and she showed us how to crimp a pie. She showed us this pie that has banana, a layer of banana cream, peanut butter, whipped cream that you made, and bacon bites. And she went and she bought halal bacon for us. And
more workout, girl. How do you think I get these biceps?
it's amazing.
And rolling dough. Also the Wu-Tang cookies.
Oh yeah, we have
You
cookies.
didn't have one. I've
Okay.
had two so far.
So now I'm gonna have a cookie.
That's why I brought another.
Okay. Can you tell us about these cookies?
So that's my signature Wu-Tang cookie. It's a citrus shortbread. Not the same shortbread for the crust, a different shortbread. And those ones specifically have brown butter in them. So may the Wu be with you.
And
Those are
Here you
my
go.
favorite.
The teenager came out of this can.
I brought
are you trying to be on camera? Are you trying to be on live?
Came out, everybody came out of their shell. See, this is what I love.
Wow.
This is exactly what
This is
I love.
We are literally
Look at how many
gathering
smiles there are in the
community.
kitchen. Like, everybody's such a good mood.
That's what it was. Your food, you showed literally how it brings people together. It
Just
brings happiness and love. Oh man.
family.
Oh look, Destiny's on. She said yum. Just tuning in. What y'all cooking? She's right now. Can you tell us what we're making again?
Just whipped cream for the moment, but I brought a banana cream pie that I'm gonna put the whipped cream on top. A little bit of shake chocolate. And the regular banana cream pie, it is on the website. So you guys can go ahead and purchase that. Or you can wait for the weekend and I can post the really, the legit one with bacon on it. And then you can just eat the crust by itself because it's a cream crust. Some more, But yeah, you guys, those cookies are my favorite. And not because I make them. They're just so fucking good.
Can you tell us what's in the cookie again?
Citrus. So I got citrus of the zest of lime, orange, and lemon. A little bit of sea salt, brown butter, powdered sugar,
Whoops. There we
egg
go.
yolk. It is not vegan.
Can you bring it to the Jazz Kitchen when I come to Indianapolis? So Destiny is, she's a harpist, and she goes by Harpist from the Hood. So she's gonna be in Indianapolis. We're gonna have to drive down to you.
Oh, is that, remember when you had the show in your backyard? Was she one of them? Was that name sounds familiar?
She hasn't been here.
Playing,
Oh man. That was the Gabriel Bass Band who was here
Yeah.
when you were here?
right?
Oh.
Nice. So you want to cut this regular pie and then have it without all of that and tell me what? Or I can cut it.
Hey, you whipped it up.
I mean, it takes a minute, but, you know. I didn't make it to the gym today.
I'm having a sugar overload. right now.
That's
I
me every
know. I can
morning.
eat all of it. It'll be
Every
fine.
morning.
It'll be fine.
Pie for breakfast is honestly the best.
You'll
And
love it.
I don't think like until I have it, and I'm like, why don't I do this more often? It's really good. Okay, here we go.
Can you show them?
Just, I need a spoon, if you could.
Is this okay?
Yeah. Do
Should
a
I
little-
take this off?
Yes, so I can remove that. See
Okay.
how it stays nice and
Yeah.
if I didn't cover the custard, it kind of creates that film on
Let's
top.
show them.
So that's the banana cream pie without the whipped cream. Usually I'll pipe the what's called the whipped cream on top of that and put shaved chocolate. But today, let's see.
Come outside at Alhamdulillah. Pie for breakfast, yes.
And then you can grab another plate.
Okay.
We did forget to play some music.
That we did. Christina, can you play some music?
I sure
Damn, nobody reminded us? All these
I
people
know.
here,
Wow,
nobody
that's the one
reminded us.
thing.
And you know what's funny? I brought my thing.
You brought a speaker.
I brought a speaker.
Now we can have it.
We're just being greedy and we're gonna jam
What do you
out
want? Do you
when
want
we leave.
Illmatic? Is that what you want?
Thank you for
I-
listening.
Nas used to be one of my favorites. That's what was like all high school was Nas. I want that. Looks delicious.
What is it?
Yeah.
Let me turn my thing on.
Okay. Honestly, when I cut a pie and I gotta slice it, it's the most nerve-wracking because you literally spend like a day and a half and it's gotta sit. You can't see what it looks like until you pull a slice and then it either falls down. Like I had like mostly about my fruits when I first started doing fruits, it was the worst and I get so frustrated. Trash, another one trash because it takes like a day and a half.
Oh.
So it's always like, did it set? Is it liquid? Well, does it need more time?
Oh
but then
my
you're done
gosh.
because like once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, because you sell them by the
Yeah.
slice too.
Yeah, so I've lost a few pieces doing some
Oh
pop-ups,
my
and they're not good. Hey, this is a trial and error type of. You know, that's what you're gonna get at Hip Hop Bake Shop. Some real, authentic.
Real authentic pie.
Yeah,
slices.
we don't shoot for perfection here. I mean, we shoot for perfection, but progress.
Progress.
Where it's all learning. Thank you. You know, it's only like 10 minutes left.
Oh.
Non-explicit.
So, when I have a shop, it's gonna be all explicit. Okay? You can bring your children. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. I'm like,
I'm so having a slice of that. I think I've had too much.
What is
it's
that?
just shaved chocolate.
wow.
Oh yeah. I brought currant chocolate. May I?
Yes.
Nah, just kidding.
Bring it a little bit closer. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's a regular banana cream pie. Or you can have it with peanut butter.
Yep.
This one doesn't have a name yet, so if you guys can think of a name, that'd be lovely. See, I'm putting people to work. There you go, my dear. Oh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Please, my pleasure. I'm wanting
The banana cream is delicious.
that is silky smooth. And whipped cream
It is.
Shit's good. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah. I mean, your music is all cussing us out anyways.
No, because he's not swearing, so I have to make up for it.
This is the non-explicit.
Oh yeah, it is a lot lighter than this.
So if you just want a regular banana cream pie, that's silky smooth. That shortbread crust really, what's up with this peanut butter though?
That peanut butter.
No, I know. I can't. No, my
That peanut butter, guys. That peanut butter. Wow.
Questions.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything before we log out,
Hit me up. You can always send me a message through the website or through social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find me.
can you lower it a little bit and then you can tell us where to find you?
I wish Nas could tell you where to find me. If you guys see him, tell him where he can find me. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, concerns, right now I don't make anything vegan or gluten-free for the moment. I'm trying to get this down, the basics down, and then I will share more of that. Because I do more testing. It's fun.
And what's your website?
So you can reach me at hiphopbakeshop.com. You can place your orders there. I do pickup or delivery. Pickup is in Clawson, Michigan. I'll let my parents hub, my little roomies hub, which they've been great, by the way. So you guys can come there, pick up pies. I usually change them every couple months. Or I post a lot on my social media for any events of pop-ups and whatnot. So, or just shoot me a text. I'll make you some Wu-Tang cookies on a Monday. I don't mind. Shit, I'm probably eating them on a Monday. So just call me. I got you. I am not. I am very flexible and easy to reach out to. So thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
this
thank
has
you.
been.
Do you have a pop-up coming up?
Yes, so there's a album release party. There's an artist called Ayana Love. She's releasing it's a listening party, and it's at the Dime School.
Okay.
So I'll be one of the vendors there with sweets.
Okay.
And I think it's $10 in advance and $15 at the door. But it's a cool, I do a lot of shows like that. It's a cool environment. You got people promoting their music. Couple new artists. They're all local artists. You have a few vendors, local vendors. So it's pretty nice. And I love the environment that it's in because I get to do what I love.
Will you post it on your Instagram?
Always, yep, it's on my page, but I'll remind people tomorrow. So stop by if you're in the area. Yeah.
And give names. Name ideas.
I'm gonna need names though. I'm gonna have names. Peanut butter, bacon, banana. Think of something. Don't be cheesy. Make it nice.
Make it nice. Make it nice.
And yeah. Seriously, if you guys need anything.
Cool. Well, thank you so much,
I'm
Adela,
here.
for being here.
Thank you
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate
This
it.
has been was as easy as it sounded.
This was perfect. I've now learned how to kind of crimp a pie, and now I'm going to be put to the test because I got to bake something.
And now I'm going to leave all this with them. So don't harass me when I leave from here. The pie is with them. Go harass
It's
them.
about to be gone. It's going to be gone.
I'm going to leave here empty-handed. I don't want to get stopped in the middle of traffic.
It's going to be gone.
But
Well, with that,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching another
Thank
episode
you.
of Digging Deeper. We will be back here Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And, you know, just join the conversation. We're talking about interesting topics and showcasing artists who are doing really amazing work. So thank you so much. You gathered all of us with, like, love and
I'm
happiness.
smart. See?
And all these
Psychic.
people, I know you're out there. I know Kamal's out there, like, looking at that pie like he wants some. I know you are. I know it. But I'm going to finish.
Before you get to it. Yeah.
All right, then with that,
Bye, guys.
bye, guys.
Have a good rest of the week. And thanks for tuning in and wasting your hour with me.
It wasn't wasting. Sharing love. Thank you for sharing your love.
Love and peace.